And Natasha Hastings, top of picture, loves to go out hard, loves to really commit in all her 400-metre races. This is her first individual 400 since Rabat, the Diamond League down in Morocco on the 16th of July, but very quickly away is Miller-Uibo of the Bahamas, the Olympic champion in lane 7, second to left. The tall stride of Miller-Uibo has carried her past Williams Mills already as they reach 200 metres inside her. Salwad Al-Naser in 6th, the blonde locks, 4th from left, moving really well and probably going quicker than Miller-Uibo at the moment. These two out in front by some margin. This will be a heck of a run from the Bahraini if she can take this one with 100 metres to run. Moves onto the shoulder of Miller-Uibo, the Olympic champion, who recognises the danger and lengthens her stride and eases away over the last 70. Look at the gap behind them. Watch the clock. The win there from Miller-Uibo.
Away safely despite the noise of the crowd. Last year Montsho was getting out really quickly, but it's Sanya Richards-Ross who started very, very fast through this first 100 metres, already running down Novlin Williams Mills outside her, and then the two of them just starting to move through, and now Montsho gets into her running. Look at Montsho down the back straight. She's made up yards there after a rather slower first 100 metres. And Montsho is already up with Sanya Richards-Ross and starting to go past her. Richards-Ross, the Americans, just responding now. But it's Montsho who'll have the lead as they come into the home straight, the world champion, with maybe a metre and a half advantage here. And the Botswanian athlete is always strong in the home straight. And has she got enough to hold off Sanya Richards-Ross, who's fighting back now, the American. The crowd are rising in the home straight because it's Sanya Richards-Ross who's got past the world champion. And the American's going to take this one. What's the clock?
Away they go then. Well, one feature of Al-Naser's season so far, as we see her third from right, has been a very, very smart racing. She gauges her effort perfectly, and she'll need to here because she has to be running on tired legs. She's virtually the smallest in the race. Third from right in lane 4, looking strong, gradually closing on Wembley outside her in 5, who ironically is probably the tallest in the field. Wembley in the orange there, eases past McPherson, Phyllis Francis rather, in lane 6. Phyllis Francis has got some running to do yet. World champion, not looking strong at the moment. She's in 3rd place in the white vest as Al-Naser comes into the straight with a good lead. She's worked this one perfectly yet again. A sense of deja vu here. One race after another this year. She's taken wins in Rome, Oslo, Stockholm, Paris and Lausanne. And here tonight by 10 metres in Brussels. What a brilliant run.
Well, the Montsho's gone off very, very steadily indeed, and McPherson's gone off pretty quick right on the outside, running down a Rosemary White right on the outside, the tall figure, and certainly Sherika Williams has gone off pretty slowly as well. Now Montsho starts to move into gear as they approach 200 metres. She's just gone past Williams Mills, and from 200 to 300 metres, this is where the race will be decided. And right on the outside, McPherson still going quite well. So Montsho, what can she do? She's looking strong as they come into the home straight here. And Amentel Montsho looking very, very strong indeed. And outside her is McPherson. And Montsho's going to take this one. Watch on the inside to McCrory. McCrory is going very strongly. Montsho gets it.
Well, how will Al-Naser go here? The outstanding world #1, unbeaten this year over one lap. She's in 5. She's gone off right in the centre there with the almost reddish hair. She's already closing up on Sherika Jackson, who's a 49.7 performer this year. Sherika Jackson, indeed, she's world #2 behind Miller-Uibo, the Olympic champion. Down the back straight, Al-Naser there, 3rd from left in that shot, looking very smooth indeed. And she has the beating of this shield. She's going for a quick one here, I sense. Hasn't broken 50 seconds yet this year. Indeed, only 2 women have in the world this year. Miller-Uibo of Bahamas and Jackson of Jamaica, and they come off the bend. She's got a good lead, but this is where so often Saini fishes this strongly. Look at the Niger athlete coming through. Is she going to get to Al-Naser? Yes, she is, I'm sure. It's going to be incredibly tight to the line, and I think maybe Al-Naser held her form the better over the last 5 metres.
This time we're away. Let's keep our eyes on lanes 6 and 5. We know Miller-Uibo likes to go out hard, and already she's up on the shoulder of Jessica Beard in the white vest. We know that Naser as well finishes very strongly indeed. She has got such power endurance, brilliant strength endurance towards the end, but Miller-Uibo has had a fine first 200 metres. He's eating up the ground on the far side. At the moment it's Miller-Uibo, who of course is unbeaten over 200 and 400 this season. What has Naser got left in the latter stages? Naser coming through now. Naser with that wonderful compact style. Miller-Uibo, the tall, elegant stride, and these two, as predicted, clear. Less than 100 to go. Miller-Uibo then in the ascendancy here. Miller-Uibo coming home, but chasing her all the way. Naser's going to give it a real go, but Miller-Uibo gets on the line